All right, so Thursday, the big game, Oregon, Stanford. Oregon's number 3, Stanford's number 5. Your thoughts?
Well, honestly, Oregon's offense has been so good. And the thing is, Mariota's actually been able to throw the deep ball now, and so that has them as a vertical threat. So, yeah, it looks like...
And with Oregon's talented receiving core, they are looking like some very deep threats. Perhaps more than Baylor, do you think?
No, I don't think so, because Baylor has better offense, because Lake Seastrong, he's a great running back, and then
yeah.
Bryce Petty, he's a really specialist at throwing that ball.
Yeah, you know what, you're right. But DeAnthony Thomas, the Black Mamba, faster than any man alive.
Well, DeAnthony Thomas, he hasn't been showing up. I mean, after that sprained ankle injury before the Cal game, he hasn't really showed up.
So how do you think Henry Anderson is going to do in this game? And how do you think the Ben Gardner loss, like the loss of Ben Gardner to the injury, is going to affect Stanford in this one?
Well, it's going to be huge because he's a veteran.
Yeah.
And you need a veteran. And, well, he's faced Oregon before. So now, well, really, young players are going to have to emerge. Young players.
That's true. And so how do you think Devin Kajus is going to do? Because he's also coming back from an injury, and he's going to play on Thursday.
Well, I think Devin Kajus and Ty Montgomery will have a huge impact because Oregon's probably going to put at least 8 people in that box. And so when you put 8 people in the box, that leaves 3 people deep. And when you have 3 people deep and you have weapons like Ty Montgomery and Devin Kajus, you have to get them the ball.
So how do you think Tyler Gaffney has to have a good first half, or at least a good first quarter, to really make the Oregon the Oregon secondary go man-on-man with the Stanford receivers? And once Stanford starts getting big plays, do you think Oregon will have to adjust to that and then maybe open up Tyler Gaffney's running routes?
Yeah, well, really, it's going to have to be our run that sets up our pass.
All right.
Because if we can run well with Gaffney, that works the play action, and that makes our big plays.
So you're saying that Kevin Hogan is not going to have as much of an impact on this game as Tyler Gaffney is?
No, yeah, Tyler Gaffney's going to be huge. But Hogan's also going to be huge because when we get in third down and distance, we're going to need someone to not make mistakes and to get us that first down. And Hogan's going to be that guy. So
do you think this will be another battle of the field goal kickers? Because last time Stanford Oregon met, it was a close one, 17-14 in overtime. So do you think it's going to come down to the wire again?
I think it's going to come down to the wire, but it's not going to be the field goal kickers that are going to decide this. It's going to be the red zone efficiency. Who's gonna kick field goals in the red zone and who's going to kick touchdowns? Yes,
that's very important because the Ducks like to go for a fourth down and try to aim for that touchdown. I don't see the Ducks going for much or going for the field goal much anymore. So what do you think the score is going to be? Ducks, Cardinal.
Well, I think the Ducks are going to adjust. The offense is going to do better. I'm going to go with 21-31, Stanford wins.
Really? That's quite a, big lead. I wouldn't say, big lead, because most big leads you would say, 30 points, but that's a pretty big lead against the number 3 team in the country.
Well, here's my reason. I think Oregon is going to get stopped on 4th down, trying to make a comeback drive, and we're going to kick a field goal off of that. We're going to get stopped at around our 15. We're going to come down, make a field goal, make it a 2-possession game, and we're going to win. All
right, and if Stanford wins, where do you think they'll land up in the BCS standings or the AP poll?
They'll probably go up 1. A Baylor loss would certainly solidify going up 1.
Do you think the Baylor-Oklahoma game could have any impact on the Stanford-Oregon game? Do you think if Baylor wins, they could maybe jump Stanford? If Stanford wins, or if Baylor loses, Stanford goes up a couple rankings in the BCS standings because Baylor's ahead, and how do you think the Baylor game will affect?
Well, I don't think it'll affect them too badly. I mean, if Baylor wins, there's a chance they could go up in the BCS standings, but I don't really see it happen.
All right. So there you go, guys. Game of the week, Stanford, Oregon.